Hi, everybody, it's Ivan, and here's what's on my mind. Hey, listen, I've been working on a new module within our course regarding diversity and inclusion at LCA. I was redesigning a module because we have four different dimensions that we've been working on when it comes to diversity and inclusion. You have self, internal dimensions, external dimensions, and organizational dimensions. Well, in the internal dimensions, one thing that we typically don't think is much of an issue in the workplace, and it really can be still, is the male versus female sort of issues that might happen in the workplace. And so I wanted to really get some good content and really delve into that just a bit more. And I found a book. It's called Gender Goggles. It's by Jill Eaton, and Jill is an ex-colleague, but still a friend of mine. And she lays out in such an eloquent way all of the issues from her perspective historically as she's sort of maneuvered the corporate experience as a female executive and talks about the issues. And I mean, the book is laid out so wonderfully. She talks about foundational concepts such as how the brain works, and when it comes to performance in the workplace, feedback and asking questions and decision making, how that works, male versus female. And then she talks about working together and building trust and conflict and negotiation, all sorts of really great topics. And people ask me frequently, what are you reading now that helps you understand a little bit more about leadership from a deep perspective? And this is just one of those books that's really helpful. She talks about in chapter 5 navigating the leader employee relationships. And the reason I love this from especially a design perspective and really breaking it down in a real concise way, she talks about each gender related concern. So, for example, she talks about the male leader versus the female employee, and then the female leader versus the male employee, the female leader versus the female employee, and the male leader versus the male employee. She covers the whole spectrum of sort of what each one of those genders, when they're up against one another, is concerned with. And it's such a brilliant way of breaking it down and so helpful to me. So I wanted to offer it to you in case it's helpful to you. And that's what's on my mind. What's on your mind?